about being your most formidable version of yourself, your most capable version of yourself. And you'll often see that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And it doesn't matter what genetic disposition you're born with. If you truly try your best, you can be in the top 1% of the planet. I have absolutely no doubts about it, because we're living in a world which isn't even that difficult to excel in. The world's ultra competitive, but there are a few people like myself, my brother, the war room. We understand the game. We're trying our very, very best to win. But the majority of people out there, especially men, aren't even trying to win. They don't realize they're playing a game. And the reason for that is because the easiest way to keep people enslaved is for them to not realize they're in a jail in the first place. You put someone in a jail, they try and break out. You put them in a fish tank with a clear wall where they can see the outside world, and because they don't try to swim very hard, they never realize that they're actually constrained. They don't ever bump their head up against the perspex or the glass, which is preventing their ascent. So the majority of people in the world today do not realize they're in a jail. This has been done on purpose so that the majority don't resist, meaning that people like you who pay attention, who understand exactly how the world truly functions, can become ultra competitive and live lives worth living. And it's important that you do that now, quickly, before one, the possibility of it happening or the difficulty required for you to achieve said things increases, and two, before everybody else realizes and starts trying to get out. You don't want to be trying to rush out the door once the building's set on fire, because then everyone else is trying to rush out the door. You might burn to death. You want to try and get out the door when you know a fire is coming and everyone else is busy enjoying, I don't know, whatever else is going inside. Some garbage that is entertaining them, some concert, some circus garbage which has them distracted. Let them pay attention to the garbage. You get out the fire escape, and once the fire has started, you will have used your perspicacity and your ability to think quickly and act before others to ensure the safety for you and your bloodline into eternity. I like to consider myself a wise old man, and I'm trying my best to encourage and instigate a revolution amongst the youth where men take absolute self-accountability and they believe in themselves and they take responsibility for absolutely everything. As a man, you are most formidable if everything is your fault. If it rains outside and you get wet, that is still your fault. Can you control the rain? No. Could you have brought an umbrella? Yes. You need to blame yourself for all things, the good and the bad. And by doing this, you take absolute self-accountability, which allows you to build a mental model in which you will find solutions, one. Two, avoid trouble, because you know that anything bad happens to you is your fault. And three, be the most fearsome competitor possible, because we're living in a very competitive world nowadays amongst the elites. The people who understand that you're living inside of a fish tank are trying very hard to get out. And you have to make sure that you can outrun some of them if you want to escape. It's an age-old adage. If a bear is chasing a group of people, you do not have to be the fastest one. You just have to be faster than the slowest. The slowest person is going to die. So as long as you're ahead of the majority of people, and you already should be, being a powerful man isn't always about furious anger and instilling fear. As enemies attempt to attack your energy and lower your vibration, understand this: power is untouchable. Power may notice, but it doesn't care. Sometimes power is simply not giving a fuck. Now, this is an important tweet because I know, please pay attention, I'm a professional. Being a powerful man isn't always about furious anger and instilling fear, meaning sometimes it is. You need to retain the capability to instill fear with furious anger. A man who cannot do that is not a man. It is one of the cards you need to have in your deck. However, more often than not, when you're in a true position of power, you will play the alternate card, which I'm describing here, as simply not caring. There are a lot of people in the world, even to this day, who dedicate their lives to trying to insult me and convince the world I'm a bad person. I have never cared, and I never will, because they are wasting their lives. They're sitting at home, dedicating their time and energy to the name Tate. They think they are doing it damage. They think that by saying negative things, they are damaging my reputation. But all they're doing is making more people aware of me, and then people look and see the truth of my message, and I get more and more fans. I would argue that one of the reasons we're so monumentally successful, one of the reasons the real world and the war room are so large, the reasons we make so much money is because of the haters. The haters are a very important part of that. Now, I could get angry that haters are saying hateful things, but I never do. In fact, I take all of their energy and all of their human time that they're wasting, and I keto it. And I turn it into a massive positive, which continues to grow the brand and allows me to help more people. Power is untouchable. I have no interest if someone wants to make an account trying to insult me and sitting there all day long, because I just block them and I don't think about them ever. I don't read what they say. I never see any of their tweets. They don't exist in my reality, and all they do is awaken people to my brilliance. Absolutely. And power is untouchable. We says it here. Power notices but doesn't care. Sometimes power is simply not giving a fuck. How can you not give a fuck about things? So I'll tell you how. If you're filthy rich and you have a strong network of people around you who you trust, and you have a good family, and you have beautiful children, and you have women who love you, and you have beautiful supercars, you live with your best friends in a compound, you have armed guards, and you're proud of yourself, and you're strong, and you train hard every day, and you're monumentally successful, and all of your dreams come true, and if you want something, you can instantly snap it up. You want a Pagani, you want a Bugatti, you want a $25 million apartment, anything you want, you buy. It's very easy to not give a shit about the opinions of people who don't have one fraction of your success. And what these people are trying to do is drag me, I'm using me as an example, but we can also use it for you. When you have true power, they're trying to drag you down. They're not trying to elevate themselves. They're trying